My first deal was with Columbia Records.
Okay.
And it was, I'll say this, it was a learning experience.
Okay.
You know, as an artist signed to a label, you don't got a whole lot of freedom, but there are some elements of it that you can control. You know, I went in under the impression that I had no control of anything, so I was kind of like a robot a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much whatever they told me to do, I did. Whatever they told me to wear, whatever producers they told me to work with. You know, just because I'm thinking,
you was green.
I worked so hard to get here. Let me not rock the boat, right? So it finally came down to the album is done, the artwork is done, we've picked the first single, we ready to go, and I'm looking at like a flyer of the artwork, and I'm like, this is not me. This is not me. This is Baby Tyrese or somebody. Like, you know, no disrespect to Tyrese, but I feel like that's kind of the direction they was trying to go with.
Right.
Like if you see the pictures, it's like, yeah, it's a little Tyrese.
Okay.
Anyway, much love to Tyrese. Anyway, so I go to the label on some, listen, I know the album is finished, but do y'all think I could go in and maybe do one or two more songs that just kind of fit who the hell I am? Right? And they were like, well, no, album is done, and also your budget is depleted. I'm like, how was my budget depleted? I know exactly what we spent. And this is when I learned that, okay, I don't know if this still goes on. It's been a while since I've had this happen to me, but you get a record deal and they take you out to eat and they throw that credit card down at the end of the night. And what they don't tell you is that that's your budget on that credit card.
What?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, man. We went with Mr. Childs a bunch of different times. I'm like, they just.
And you paying for, you think,
love me in here. Just Mr. Childs every time we visit. All right. My label loved me. No, I was paying for all that and had no idea. Had no clue.
Oh, man. So.
Here's what it was.
Clearly you said your first deal, so things didn't go as expected.
Nah. No,
so when you were dropped, what are you thinking?
To be completely honest with you, I went into a slight depression just behind really feeling like, you know, my foot was in the door. Maybe I should have just went with what they wanted me to do. Maybe I should have, you know, to hell with artistic integrity and just go for it.
Right.
But then I know in the back of my head I wouldn't have been able to look at myself in the mirror.
Right.
So I'm back to square one. I'm just kind of trying to figure it out at this point, you know. Yeah, it was a rough little moment just because I didn't know that was like the most uncertain moment that I had experienced up to then, you know. Because even when we was living in the van, you know, I'm talking to my mom every day, and I knew that if push come to shove and it hit the fan, I could go home.
You go home.
Right, but then in this situation, I'm out here, I'm roughly 20, 21 years old. I just got dropped from my record label. My managers is not picking up the phone no more because we got dropped from a record label. Like, it's like, all right, well, clearly they don't want you. I have no options, no anything, right? So it's literally a back to square one moment. And I just leaned on what was always there, which was the music, you know what I'm saying? I literally met the man that is my manager today as I was walking down the street, just literally singing at the top of my lungs with my eyes closed, because that's the only place that I could find solace, and I'm just walking and singing. And he's in an SUV driving in the opposite direction. Skirt, turned around in the middle of the street and came back. Hey, you singing something? Yeah, clearly. Hey, well, check this out. I know this person, that person. I got this studio, da 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 da. So mind you, I'm hearing this. I'm seeing his lips moving, but I ain't listening. I'm like,
nothing.
Whatever, bro. All right, well, where? Around the corner. All right, come on, let's go. I hopped in the van. Again, I don't know who this person is. He could have killed me. I ain't know. He brought me around the corner to these two producers that he was working with, and I worked with him for roughly 3 to 4 months before we got the Def Jam deal. And mind you, no contract. He said to me, listen, I'm gonna shake your hand right now. If I don't get you a deal in 4 months, you walk away with that handshake and we go our ways. I don't need no paperwork. Wow. I don't need no nothing. 4 months to the day, I had a record deal. At Def Jam. Yeah. So much love to Tango, much love to my team, much love to Compound. That's still my folks.
You go to Def Jam.
Yes.
That's your second record contract. Things going well?
Things are going well. things are going well because I went in there with a little bit of knowledge. It's like, nah, we don't need to go to Mr. Childs. I'm all right.
we good. Nah, I'm good.
Yep.
I cooked before I left.
I'm straight. Leftovers, we good. We
Right,
good.
okay.
So, and then also I got the opportunity to talk to L.A. Reid and really talk to him like from an artist soul to an artist soul.
Right.
I went to him and said, listen, the music that you've heard and that you've liked is the music that I really do. If this is a situation where you're gonna try to turn me into somebody else, we don't have to do this. I'll go somewhere else.
Right.
And he said to me, he was like, I'm signing you because I like what you do. Why would I try to change that?
Right.
And that was just a, whew, all right, cool. You know,
Right.
I can actually express myself for real and really be who I am and get this music out here the right way. And sure enough, that's what happened.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before two something.